Welcome back to the Apex home store in Caldwell, Ohio, where we are playing the Apex Gauntlet. I'm Ross Merriam,
And I'm Tandy.
and we are one match into the modern Gauntlet, where I am playing Jeskai Breach. Squeaked out a close 3-2 set there against Creativity, but now we got the matchup that I personally have struggled most with in modern.
Yeah. We call this the new Infect. And Infect is quite good at beating dopey combo decks.
Corey actually wins this matchup all the time, even though he sideboards less for it.
Yeah.
Like, he would not have engineered explosives in his sideboard, and I just never lose. I lose this matchup all the time. Todd is, of course, playing Azorius Hammer here. And this matchup is tough because, like Todd said, they can kill me very quickly.
Yeah.
So I have to take a more defensive posture in the early game instead of playing from ahead, which makes it a lot easier to finesse the combo around things like Spell Pierce, which is deck main decks, and other disruption after sideboard. I do have some, good removal. I end up, you'll see in sideboarding morph into sort of a combo control deck. But yeah, this is a very tricky matchup and one of the few decks that, I have to be very cognizant of the first couple turns and make sure I stay alive instead of my opponent being in that seat.
Yeah, this deck is pretty sweet, man. Like, I have tried to play this deck on Magic Online a couple times, and some of the lines just feel really unintuitive, but I can usually squeak out kills in a lot like spots that you might not regularly think you can. Like trying to play around removal from your opponent is often just a mistake because they just don't have it sometimes and they die. And the deck actually plays like a decent long game sometimes because of Stoneforge Mystic and Urza Saga.
Yeah,
I think that's a really underrated part of the deck.
I used to play a great long game with Luris when it was one of the best decks in the metagame. Still, still up there, but not quite as decorated these days post Luris. So, yeah, it is a very complicated deck. More complicated than it gets credit for, and a deck that is very difficult to play against. So I'm often in the seat thing like, what if they have this? What if they have that? I have to play differently depending.
Yep.
And I'm usually the person again forcing my opponent into those awkward decisions, and I don't like tasting my own medicine, Todd. I don't like it.
Oh, that's fair. Well, let's go ahead and get to the games, yeah? See,
Let's do it. You get to be on the play too.
Be on the play? How lucky.
Okay, well, my hand started really well and then ended kind of meh, but it's still a keep.
I think I got a mulligan. My hand's just too bad.
Yeah.
It's like two
five.
hammers, ornithopter, blacksmith skill, like
There's no way to equip.
yeah. I don't know. I don't think you can really rely on the top of your deck here,
Yeah, and this is also a deck that mulligans well because of Urza Saga and Stoneforge Mystic and Esper Sentinel. Esper Sentinel is the most annoying card.
You don't like that one, huh?
I've actually come to realize that you want to leave in Ragavan in this matchup because it's your best way of getting Esper Sentinel off the battlefield. You either force them to trade or you get a bunch of treasures and you can pay for it.
All right, I'm going to keep this one. I'm going to put one back on the bottom. You ready?
Yep.
Orny, Springleaf, my guy. There we go. I hope I just kill you next turn. That'd be sweet.
Mishra's Bauble. Oh, wait.
You got fetchies? Trigger.
Yeah, I'll give you the card.
Easy clap.
Bauble myself.
Yep.
Hate that one, so let's go back fetch for a Sacred Foundry and Unholy Heat the Sentinel. What did happen to our
Oh, I don't know. Director, we need help.
We need an adult.
We need help. Life total disappeared. We don't know how to fix it. Technical issues.
Give us 1 second here to get this sorted out. I assume it's just an app we need to open.
Yeah, but I don't know which one.
There we go.
All right, cool.
Okay, I'm at 17, and then it'll be your turn. I'll draw on your upkeep, but I'm tapped out, so.
Okay. Draw. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Let's go blue, reality chip, and look at maybe equipping that next turn. Here we go.
That would be awkward. Well, those draws sucked.
Oh, sorry about your luck, bro. Love that show, Silverfang. Me after the last episode, my wife and I just watched the intro again the next week, just to feel it again. You know, can't wait for season 2. Show was great. What you got for me?
I have a very awkward expressive iteration. My mana is
shot.
going to be kind of tied up, so I'm
Yeah.
going to take the risk and try to hit a 0 here.
I hope you don't hit a 0. Top 3.
I did not.
Oh yeah. So 1 in hand.
Yeah. We'll exile a useless fetch land, and I think I want this one.
All right, let's go get Blue-White Duel. I'm at 19. All right, y'all done, I assume, yeah?
Yep.
So here I think, unless I draw something kind of cracked, I'm just going to go suit up with a chip. That way I can start turning through the deck. Good one to draw, though. All right, let's equip.
Yep.
Is that fine? Or I guess not equip. What's it called? Reconfigure? Is it reveal or look?
No, you look. It's just like feature site.
Okay. All right, here you go.
That's good.
I was hoping to hit a land so I could just get a freebie there, but...
I'll play a mountain and a Teferi.
In response, I'm going to blacksmith skill this.
Oh.
Go to 18, because it gets hexproof. I just don't want you to be able to...
Which one?
Oh, yeah, okay. That's a bummer.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
never mind. That's a bad idea.
It
That's
does save you some mana, keeping the chip in place,
Okay.
forcing me to bounce the Ornithopter.
That's fine.
But yeah, you cost yourself the skill. Yeah, so either one top
Skill
targets,
game,
I can
which
target
one?
the other. Oh, definitely going to bounce the chip. It's, well, I guess if I bounce the chip and you have like Pure Steel Paladin, you could like draw a card. I'll still bounce the chip.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, he says, ruining my life.
Yeah.
Draw for turn.
Still like, praying I'm not dead every turn. Just tapping out the face of this Inkmoth Nexus.
I'm probably getting a hammer. I'm just gonna dig through here. I don't think I have like much other targets anyway. I have like a Cauldron? Maybe Cauldron Complete's kind of rad.
Yeah.
Alright, fine.
Sometimes I have a Nettle Cyst.
Yeah. Alright, you go. Future sight is reveal. Okay. Ben, I haven't heard about that card in a long time, but I love me some Muddle the Mixture.
Ledger Shredder.
I'm tapped out.
Apt Steam Vents. Pass the turn.
How embarrassing. Draw. So what does that mean? If he doesn't cast another spell, does that mean he just has no spell for 2 mana, or there's 3 Underworld Breaches? Would he burn a Breach just to play Unholy Heat and or a Bauble? I cannot imagine what your hand is right now. It has to be 4 lands. Alright, I've drawn. I'm going to activate. Any responses?
Nope.
Alright, I'm going to get a join. Big old boy.
Odd out here thinking he just knows everything. Knows
Am
my
I
hand.
wrong?
You are wrong.
Back.
11.
Alright. Gonna play a Stoneforge.
Sure.
It looked like a hammer. I was just trying to grab a hammer. Here you go. No spell for the Ledger Shredder. I have no clue what's in his hand. It just has to be mostly lands. It's crazy.
Scalding Tarn.
Mhm.
Pass the turn.
All right.
Take 5.
All right.
6.
Play a chip.
Oh. Chip resolves.
Here you go.
Your end step, I will channel Otawara on the germ.
Sure. Turn it down.
We'll crack this fetch, go to 5. Stevens.
Too bad it's not Batter Skull. I'd love to be able to bounce it back. I could have played the Blacksmith skill, I guess, to protect the Cauldra, but I don't know, man. Also could have just like attacked with 2 Stone Forges too to get into damage, but I just have no idea what's in Ross's hand. I guess the Otawara has like is land 5 or whatever. He's just keeping it so cool too, but he knows he's dead.
Sure.
Okay.
I will bounce the chip. I guess that actually doesn't do anything. Todd can just activate a Stoneforge Mystic.
Bounce Cauldra.
I guess I will bounce the drum and deny a mana next turn. Yeah, bounce the drum. Okay. Play Mox Amber, trigger Shredder.
Okay.
Discard Scalding Tarn. Now, Mox Amber counts Planeswalkers, so I can tap for blue or white. Play Thassa's Oracle, Devotion 4.
Yeah.
Are any of these good enough? Certainly not these two. 5 in hand.
Yeah. This is what always happens to me when I play this deck though, so
Yeah.
I just like never draw a Guardian's Aid or a 2/2 guy. Just pure steel.
Okay.
Also
they're all
very
going on
badly,
bottom.
so. Okay. I
You're
go.
up.
I'll draw a card with the mana floating.
Sure. Find himself even more mana next turn.
Says I need mana. My deck functions on 2 lands. Very easy.
Well, you need 3 mana to reconfigure this reality chip, which I thought was your plan.
Why would that be my plan? I could just do anything else. Bring leaf drum.
Sure.
Leaf drum.
Sure.
Target the Ornithopter?
I will. Oh, you play 2 drums.
Mistrigger. Mistrigger!
That's not how.
Missed trigger. Things have happened since then.
No, that's not how we're playing these games.
Okay.
I'll respond to the reconfigure with an Unholy Heat.
Yeah. That's probably my least favorite thing about reconfigure is just your thing dying in response is just infuriating. Here you go.
So, when I said you were wrong, it's because my 5-card hand had 5 lands in it, not 4.
I said 4 or 5.
Um,
It's definitely not a GRV. Or, I mean, maybe it is. Whatever.
Plus Teferi.
Yeah. Ross's draw this game was horrific, but now if he just ever draws Underworld Breach, I can't win anymore.
Play Emery, mill 4.
Sure. I should have just protected my stupid Cauldra complete.
Oh yeah, I would have been very dead.
I know. I just had no idea. I thought your hand was like 3 more Unholy Heats or whatever, and my hand is like 2
Pass the turn.
to the hammers. All right, let's draw something cool. Wow.
Yeah, I really just need to draw a breach here. Still don't have a grinding station, but Emery Bauble is also going to make it a lot easier to keep triggering the Shredder. I'm going to get some constructs these next couple turns.
Steel Shipper's good.
Okay.
I don't have anything
So,
cool.
yeah, that's your second hammer, right? Already tutored for one, right?
I have one hammer in hand.
Yeah.
That you know of.
Yeah. Hammer and a skill that I quasi know of. Oh, good. Shadow Spear. I guess you already have the hammer, so.
Going to warp it into play with a Stoneforge Mystic.
I'll retap it for that. That's fine.
Alright, and then I will...
Sure. Oh,
Yep.
Chapter 3. Or Chapter 2.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah.
that's a little quick.
Emery Bauble.
Sure.
Play a Bauble, trigger Shredder. Or, yeah. Discard Hallowed Fountain, plus Teferi.
Jesse, I know who is worried about an Express Iteration ban tomorrow, and that's you.
Well, I found a breach.
Okay.
Do I want to cast it this turn? I mean, you're not dead, and I don't have another... I might wait one turn, just because I have 3 blockers still.
Okay.
I guess if I do that...
Can't you just cast Iteration, though, and just, like, try to find it and kill me?
Yeah, I know there's a grinding station on the bottom from the Authorical. And yeah, at this point, I'm worried that you just find a way to equip.
I can literally equip Cauldron next turn. It's not lethal, but it's very close.
Yeah, with a land, you can equip Caldera.
Yeah.
And so this would be 6, and I'd block here.
Yeah.
But I like, getting one turn with these baubles is pretty valuable. Well, let's... So I
mean, also, can't you just Unholy Heat my whole board or whatever? Like, what's the worst case scenario if you cast Breach?
Well, the thing I'm worried about now is Nexus, Shadow Spear, Hammer. Right? So if I go for a fair, play here, and I just deal with this battlefield, it's probably going to be several turns before I can actually kill you. That said, you won't have the drums will be offline.
Do you have anything fun to get off Saga that beats me? Like, you don't have Needle main deck, right? So...
No. I would get... I mean... Oh, I guess I could kill your stuff and then leave Ether Spellbomb up. That might be the play.
How about this? If you cast Breach, I'll concede. It'll make it really easy.
I know that's what you want to do, but that's not what you should do.
What are you talking about? It's very easily the right play.
Yeah, I do think it's right.
You have 18 mana. You can play your whole graveyard. Yawgmoth's Will for 8 cards.
So let's start by heating the Ornithopter.
They go home.
We got 3 turns we can get rid of. Then heat a Stoneforge Mystic. Yeah, I think we're just going to plan kill all your stuff.
I really think you should have just Iteration first and just tried to kill me.
I could also go for a Teferi here to rebounce the Breach afterwards. That's probably very good.
Yeah, that's sweet, actually. 2 heat bounce Breach.
But that will make it difficult to leave up.
Well, don't play the second Unholy Heat. The first Unholy Heat's the only thing that really matters. Another Stoneforge, or killing Stoneforge is, like, irrelevant. If you hold up either Spellbomb, I can't win next turn, I don't think.
Yeah, because I also have the Emery to go with it. So yeah, instead of playing that Breach, let's say I played Spellbomb, so you still have a Stoneforge. Or instead of playing Heat. I like that, because then I can... This taps for white, so that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I can play Teferi, exiling 3, let's say, these 3.
Okay.
And then I can play Mox Amber, exiling 3. Let's bauble you. Good. And exile bauble, heat iteration, replay Mox Amber, so now that's my mana for the Spellbomb. And then I guess I can also get another bauble here. So then I will I'll bauble you again, and then replay bauble. So now I have 2 bauble triggers on your turn.
Yep.
And then let's bounce the Breach, draw a card. And pass the turn, draw 2 on your upkeep.
Okay.
Now I know you're drawing a Saga. So yeah, I don't think you can kill me this turn, and I found the station. Okay. Yeah, you just needed to use the skill
Yeah, the
yeah.
moment I said okay, I was like, well, maybe I should use a skill, but then I'll look stupid. And I didn't want to look stupid. I wanted to look really smart. And then instead, I ended up looking very stupid. All right. So Ross takes game number 1. I mean, both of our draws were kind of lackluster, but I think if I just use my blacksmith skill in response to Odawara, Ross is just under a little too much pressure. So I don't know. I thought since I had 2 hammers in hand, and I thought just like saving it for the hammer turn was fine, and like I'm not killing you that turn, and you can probably just I don't know. It was dumb. I should have just protected.
Definitely the thing I was scared about, but yeah, it's tough when your opponent just has 5 cards down, like you don't know they're all air.
I kind of did.
Yeah, you kind of did.
And I just did not trust my gut because you were being a weirdo. All right. Gonna start game number 2. I'm gonna be on the play again.
Yeah. Jesse, you're definitely right. I should have played Spellbound with the Emery. I was playing too quickly there to start the turn. Because I can draw a card with Emery anyway, or with the Spellbomb anyway if I want to, but also leaves up interaction. I don't think it would have changed that turn very much, but
yeah,
that would have just played a bobble later. Yeah, fair breaches are great. Breach with Teferi. Fair breach with Teferi. Ugh. It might be my new favorite thing. My first favorite thing with this deck was discarding Grinding Station to Ledger Shredder, and then just having it later when you combo.
If you cast Iteration, you'd have found a Grinding Station.
Sure.
Yeah.
But
saying.
I'd rather, it's much better to just play it safe there.
All right, my hand's great.
My hand is great in not this matchup. I actually think I have to mulligan this. It's just too slow.
All right.
I have turn 1 Drum, turn 2 Emery with a bunch of iterations. So I'm literally just hoping to find a piece of interaction for turn 3.
Yeah.
And that's like even one piece of interaction is probably not going to be enough.
All right, chat. While Ross is mulliganing, hit me with some questions. We need a little more chat interaction. Jesse wants to know, do you think they're going to ban iteration tomorrow? And are you sweating about it?
I mean, I think there's a good chance that they do. But I would just find something else.
Yeah, I'm going to play Reckless Impulse instead. That's what they started doing in Pioneer. Reckless Impulse is actually just good. It's like light up the stage for 2.
I mean, I think I would just play a different deck.
Yeah, that's fair. Unban Looting? Unban Looting would be kind of hot. I think that the format's kind of messed up enough, though. I don't know that introducing more Apex Predators into the environment is a good idea.
Probably switch to creativity if they banned.
You see any Pioneer changes on the horizon for tomorrow? Possible ban of Karn the Great Creator. I doubt they'll ban Nykthos because they just made it into a promo. Possible ban on Fable because Rakdos' win percentage is a little too high, but I don't think it's worth banning. And then some people thought maybe Greasefang, but I don't think Greasefang wins enough. The deck loses to itself too much, but the gameplay is pretty bad for the deck, I think. I would guess no changes for Pioneer. The problem is they really only ban stuff whenever things are out of control, and nothing in any format seems out of control, so I think the people who thought they would do unbans are smart.
Well, I have a hand here that is going to need a little bit of help. Unsure what to put back, actually. I think it just ends up this, but I have 2 slower cards in my hand, and one of them definitely needs to go back. I'm actually going to go for that one.
All right, 17.
18. Oh, you fetched.
The Giva. Force them to interact now or never.
That was a good draw. I'm going to go to 18 and heat this thing.
It did.
You're up.
I'm gonna fetch.
Gonna have to heat the Giver anyway. Don't want to like run into a blacksmith skill.
Yeah, it also makes like Springleaf Drum and stuff worse. Killing it makes sense because it's like Mother Runes, but not quite as powerful.
Yeah, it's Mother Runes that you don't have to kill right away, but you have to kill first. And I'm gonna use my mana to kill something that turn. I will take 2 to 16.
Okay.
I will play a Ledger Shredder.
Okay.
We'll play a Bauble and Connive. And I will discard.
It's not really a reanimator deck, Silver. It's more like it's very Splinter Twin-esque but like very one-dimensional sorcery speed.
Discard a Flooded Strand.
It's a virtual turn 3 kill, but
And
like
pass the turn.
not actual. All right, drop a turn. Let's go. I'm in. Here you go.
On your end step, bobble you. Keep draw.
Yep.
Off turn.
You're saying we're show and tell deck? Yeah, but like show and tell would probably be banned in Pioneer. The card's just kind of unreal.
You have 3 in hand?
Yep.
I feel like I am.
You're dead. I'm just waiting on you to do anything.
What is your hand? Just like hammer,
Just play.
hammer, spell pierce or
Just
something?
play the game. I like saying stuff like that. Like last round when I was playing Ross, I told him that I definitely don't have Prismari Command, and then he was just like super scared of Prismari Command for like 2 turns, and it just let me play Shadow Prophecy.
Play Tarn, sack, go to 15.
Yep.
Yep. Island, and I have Sacred Foundry.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of old show and tell decks did play, or a lot of old Reanimator decks did play show and tell, like 2 main deck.
Dash Ragavan.
Okay.
Back for 2.
All right.
Fun because he knows I know the top card of his deck.
Yeah.
But I'm really just doing it so I can get a connive trigger. You're on a 14.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is one thing to keep in mind when playing this deck. If you're planning to and need to use treasure to play for Emery, you can announce it, lock in the cost, and then sacrifice to pay.
Yeah.
So I have 1 artifact when I'm paying. So I'll play the Emery, trigger connive.
Yeah. That's the old, we call that a Thoughtcast trick. Have you played a land yet? You did, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I will discard a Mox Amber, so Shredder will get a counter. Then I'll mill 4.
Okay.
Ooh, Spellbomb's a good hit. This comes back on end step, and I'll pass.
All right, we'll play this and draw a card. Bird 12.
Block.
Right. Giver of Runes. Don't really need to play that. Alright, here you go. We don't know, Pins fan. Something's happening. Might be unbans. What do you think Murktai would do if I had a ban? It'd go back to being more like Delver, I think.
Emery, the
it would probably also just cease to exist. Yeah, that's fine.
Play it.
Yeah.
Bolt, Giver of Runes. I don't have connive yet. And so I think I need to just bounce that. I guess you have the mana up anyway. So I can't beat a skill.
No, you can just wait till upkeep, but it doesn't really matter.
Well, I guess I am at 15. No, I have to do it now in case you have skill. Because then you'd have exactly 15 with nothing else.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so we'll bounce that.
I go.
Yep.
Okay, draw.
Thought I was conniving that turn. I'm gonna get to deal with it.
God, I just need to draw a freaking artifact, dude. Alright, so now we can do this. And I'll say go. So Giver Runes being able to get protection from colors is kind of cool. We need Metalcraft. We need 1 more artifact to be able to equip the Colossus Hammer. And like Inkmoth Nexus would do it. Yeah, I had Summoning Sickness bin last turn, so we couldn't activate it. But yeah, it does give Colossus protection. Getting Green Sun Zenith and Copter unbanned tomorrow? That would be kind of sick, Scissors. I love me some Green Sun Zenith. Titan decks are like already.
You have 2 in hand?
3. Didn't play a land.
We'll play a Ledger Shredder.
Yep.
Play a Ragavan and Connive.
Mm-hmm.
I will.
Can you imagine Ross's deck with Opal though, Orbital? Wouldn't it just be out of control?
Discard a Mox Amber.
Amber's already like nuts in the deck.
And then I'll replay a Mox Amber from the graveyard.
Yep.
Pass the turn.
So he has 2 different color blockers, so Giver Runes can't really do anything. Just gonna throw up in my mouth.
Another Paladin.
There we go. I don't know, Turnpike. I think the twin would maybe be okay. Like Solitude exists, right?
Iteration?
Solitude's kind of crazy. Yeah, I got nothing. F6 except for Giver. Just reading chat. Yeah, people do always speculate. Eventually it'll probably come back. I really don't think it's too powerful for Modern when Solitude exists.
Play Bauble, trigger Knife.
Mm-hmm. Ross's deck's so much more fun than mine.
Discard Mox Amber.
This happens to me every time I play this deck. I just get bottlenecked on 3 fronts every time.
Play Spellbomb.
Yep.
And pass the turn. End step, Bauble myself. That's a Springleaf Drum, so we'll crack this fetch, go to 14.
Yep.
I
don't even know the Iteration and Twin are friends, you know? Like, Iteration's obviously powerful, Twin's obviously powerful, but like...
Iteration would be awkward in a Twin deck.
Like, it would really help if you were playing, like, a Murktide Twin or something, right? Like, if you're trying to play, like, this more mid-rangey build, like the old Tarmo Twin decks, but... Overall, like, I just don't know if you want to tap out on your own turn very often with that deck.
Oh, Bauble trigger.
Oh, yeah, but Seiji popping Twin also is good. There's so much more cheap and free interaction these days.
Also on the end step, I'm going to bounce the Giver. Upkeep, draw. Draw for turn.
Think Ross is having fun, y'all? This is like Ross's birthday.
Yep. Play Breach.
Mm-hmm. All right, you win.
I'm just going to kill both Paladins at this point.
Yeah.
I have another heat back in hand. I've just generated way too much card advantage.
I just didn't do anything for 5 turns straight with like all the protection in the world.
Oh yeah. There were some poor draw steps.
Just a few.
Get in on that one. So we are nearing the end of the hour, so I guess we'll sideboard and play one more.
Yeah.
Just to show some sideboard games, but looks like I'm going to take this one down as well. I've been talking with Corey a lot about how to play this matchup. It didn't really come up in those games. A lot of it was just you not being able to close it out, but I think I've been trading a little bit too aggressively. Need to sort of like wait for them to go in. But sometimes they just build up too much protection.
I don't really know how to sideboard with this deck at all. Like, I guess I want Relic of Progenitus. I don't really like removal. Removal seems kind of bad against you. Nanoleak seems bad. Spell Pierce seems bad.
My usual plan in this matchup is to become sort of a combo control deck. I don't like Ledger Shredder.
I don't like Reality Chip, and I don't like Spell Pierce. I'm going to cut them. Shadow Spear can probably go as well. I don't know, man. Ross's deck is so good at just like defending from multiple angles.
We're not going to have room to bring in the other Teferi, but this is 6. I like some number of Teferis because it can help you out against the instant speed Sigarda's Aid.
Yeah.
But obviously, it's a little slow in the matchup. You don't want to bring out too much of your card advantage, even if it's slow, because post-board you just have a lot more interaction with all of this removal.
Isvia, I'm not salty, man. What do you want me to do? I'm just sitting here. My deck doesn't do anything.
I do think I'm going to turn 1 iteration, though, in the draw.
All right, on my side, I'm going to bring in some Lavinias just to shut off the 0. Or is this that what it does?
Shuts off the combo.
If no mana was spent, counter.
Yeah.
Okay, so this just counters zeros. That's what I thought. Okay, so Lavinia's coming in. Relic's great against Breach, and then Teferi just to kind of have a piece of interaction that makes Ross's interaction a little worse. I don't really know how he's going to be coming at me after sideboard. If it's spell based, Teferi's good. If it's permanent based, then Teferi's not so good.
Well, one other card you can potentially bring in is the Shadow Sphere. I don't tend to like it. I don't think that's how you win a lot of games in this matchup. I just, you usually take full control of the battlefields where you don't need life, even if you're at a low life. You don't race with your constructs.
Mm-hmm.
So,
what do you think about blue white versus mono white hammer? I honestly hate both. Not that I hate the deck. I think the deck's cool. I think a lot of the builds are just very strange. Like I loved the Luris builds because like you played Bobble and you had like a card draw engine, and now though you play way more like regular Infect with blacksmith skill and stuff. Like right now I'm 0-2. I should probably be 1-1 if I just cast blacksmith skill in game number 1. Just a big mistake on my part. But I don't like that type of gameplay. I don't like having to hold up mana in my aggro deck. I like always forcing the opponent to have something, and Loris was the way to do that, and a way to like actually fight through spot removal. And nowadays, though, I feel like if they just have enough interaction, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, to me, the only real draw to blue is Spell Pierce, which is a good card in the metagame, but I'm not sure if it's entirely worth it because I don't think Reality Chip is particularly good. I haven't played a lot with or against the mono white list though, so it's I'm not sure how good their other sideboard cards are.
Yeah.
In theory, I like Anthen Ice, but obviously, like people are bringing in removal for it already against you, so you're playing into that.
All right, I'm gonna keep mine.
I will keep mine.
All right, 18 drone. Here we go.
I will play Arid Mesa and pass.
All right, let's go to 17. I got a plan to play Stone Forward. Any response?
Nope. What do we get?
I'll just go get another hammer.
Another hammer?
Yeah, another hammer. There you go. That was what we call an information leak on accident. You can tell I haven't played live Magic in a long time, really. I played like 2 tournaments since we came back to Roanoke.
Okay. I am going to get a Sacred Foundry on the end step, and I will Unholy Heat the Stone Fortress.
He's dead. Got him.
Not a great creature to hit, but you do have a Springleaf Drum up,
Yep.
so limiting your mana, I think, is important. Go to my turn.
Yeah, Lavinia's sweet. The fact that it stops all the Cascade stuff is great. I love it. I played Lavinia a couple times in Humans, and it was always excellent.
I will be getting a Steam Vents here. Then I'm going to play a Mox Amber and an Emery and mill 4.
Okay.
And you'll be up. Sure.
Hammer.
Yep.
Draw card. Hammer.
Yep.
Draw card. Put both. Here we go.
4. Not great.
Oh yeah, it does stop pitch elementals too. That's kind of cool. Lavinia is awesome. Love it.
Oh. Let's start with an iteration.
Mm-hmm. What is Apex Gaming? Apex Gaming is a nice little store in Caldwell, Ohio. This is their stream channel where they play live Magic a few times a week. If you hit the follow button, you'll see when
good
they go
hits
live.
or not good hits.
Oh, I don't know. Tell me.
So I'll play the Bauble.
Yeah.
Let's play this. Play the Spell Bomb. I will Bauble you. Yep. Don't want to lose to a skill, so let's just bounce that now. And then I will play a bauble from the graveyard, pass the turn, upkeep, draw. What was that again? That's a Saga? Yeah.
Yep.
I know about Saga, Pure Steel.
Flip your still.
Yep.
Full equip. Go. Saga, counter, play another hammer, draw card.
Yep.
Go. Esper Sentinel.
Yep.
Whip. Whip twice. That way Ross can have to pay 20 to keep me from drawing a card.
21?
21, excuse me. Alright. I guess go. Everything's got summoning signal.
Instep, bauble you. Okay, upkeep, draw. I will draw for turn. 2. Put me at 14.
I don't know. I guess it does matter. I was going to say it doesn't matter, but it absolutely does.
Yeah.
So the moment Ross plays a non-creature, I get to draw a card. He can make one blocker with a construct. Everything's in chump block mode. Everything's huge.
Yeah.
What is it? Is it good? I'm going to see it in a
It's
second.
fine. It's fine.
I can't really do anything.
Yeah, you're definitely going to see it in a second. I'm in a pickle. As the kids say.
Aw, that's nice, Thunderwonk. Yeah, they're good folk, man. Kyle and Taryn, great guys. They literally invited us to their house, like their home, on Friday night. Like they had a big high school football game. Kyle was like one of the head coaches, or one of the. I guess he's not the head coach. He's a assistant coach. His brother is actually head coach. And after they won like a big game on Friday, they invited me and Ross over, and we met like the whole family, like 20 people. They bought us dinner. Gave us beer. They literally gave us pizza and beer to take back to the hotel room after everyone left.
That is
I
true.
don't know.
Um,
Remember when I was talking about Ross in the tank for an hour? This is it. We're about to start hour 2. He's the assistant to the assistant coach. Yeah, basically Dwight Schrute. I'm gonna draw a card.
Yep. I'd like to bounce this thing.
Okay.
Then I will play Pithing Needle.
Yuck. Okay.
Name Colossus Hammer.
Okay. Birthday of my wife.
Palette of Fountain. Play Mishra's Bauble. Bauble you. And then I will pass the turn. Keep draw.
Draw. Chapter 2. Pretty good one. I do say so myself. These can't equip.
Yeah. You have a Nettle Cyst in your deck?
If I have a reality chip, and I play it and start popping off, maybe.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Stoneforge.
Sure.
Bum, bum, bum. I side out the reality chip.
Yeah.
Crap.
So we just
I'll just get a hammer in case I draw Sigardas. Fine. Whatever. Also get to draw a card off the Pure Steel trigger still, which is nice.
well, if you play the hammer, then Sigardas won't matter.
Oh, that's true. I guess I have the option. Whatever.
Yeah.
Right, land for turn. Have this one. Right, try for 12.
2.
Cool. I'm gonna main phase fetch, I guess.
Step, hold the sentinel.
Draw a card.
Yep.
Um,
More things.
just thinking if I want to try to protect it or not.
Blacksmith skill.
I don't want to tell you what I got. Maybe Spell Pierce. I was also trying to figure out why you would kill that instead of Stoneforge, I guess.
Or doesn't do anything. Oh yeah, you have that in your deck.
Yeah, I do have that in my deck.
Yeah, this is going to 3.
Ooh, Rabbit Batter would be kind of cool. That's true.
Well,
we cited it out Thunder One. I didn't think that would be what this matchup was about. I mean, this game has been a weird one. Pithy Needles shut it down, you know?
well, certainly regretting killing the sentinel now that I drew engineered explosives.
Oh no. Brutal.
But I don't think making a whatchamacallit is going to do anything here.
Okay.
So I'll float a colorless.
All right. What you getting?
I'm getting Springleaf Drum.
My man, need that mana.
I'm actually going to float the blue colorless and get a Mox.
The
Yeah.
drum?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
get the second Mox. That's better.
Oh, okay, so he's just going to try to kill me with Breach here, I guess.
Yes.
Okay.
I decided last turn that I needed one more turn of setup to do this.
I hope you kill me just so I don't have to play this deck anymore.
And this is the last game regardless.
I really don't like playing Hammer. All right, you do your thing. I'm going to go to the bathroom. Like, that's six.
So I have colorless Bloom Pool.
Mm.
I'll use the colorless. I have blue floating. I guess I should crack this fetch.
You're at 1. I wonder if I just threw this game. I did. I had this. I could have just +2'd and killed you.
Oh yeah.
Can I just say that I won this game?
Well, let's see
I just
if I
forgot
can
a
do
game
this turn.
+2/+2.
Yeah, we'll say that you won.
Okay, I won this game. Yeah, but you get to do your fun thing.
Yeah, we'll see if I can set.
Is that why you're so baffled that you thought I drew Blacksmith skill? Because why would I not kill you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is exactly why.
It's because I don't know how to RTFC.
So I'll have blue floating after the breach.
Oh, only artifact creature gets +2/+2. Never mind.
Huh? Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, never mind. All right,
Okay.
I didn't win this game yet.
I thought I was dead. I thought I was dead to that. Okay, so I have blue floating.
Yep.
And let's go to 2 blue floating.
Yep.
Play Mox. I just want more mana here.
XL3.
No, I'm playing it with the hammer.
Right. Oh, right.
Then, so here I've got 2 Emeries in the graveyard, and I found the second Mox. I guess I don't need 2 more, but I have a second Emery, and so I can start using 3 cards to play Emery and mill 4, then use 3 cards to play Mox to effectively pay for it. And what ends up happening is you pay 12 cards to play Emery and Mox twice, and you mill 8. So you cost yourself 4 cards to dig 8 through your deck to find Grinding Station.
Okay, so you win.
So I'm going to go down to a blue floating to play Emery and mill 4. Then I can do it again.
Yeah, next round we're going to be playing Murktide, if you're a Murktide fan. Just going to pack them up. There's like no way you actually miss with that much mana floating.
Then I can go to blue and do it again. Then I can go Mox, exile 3.
Oh, maybe we are Apex. I mean, y'all have the decks. Rhinos is
Make
fine.
a
I love me
blue.
some Rhinos, so.
Play Emery,
I thought Murktide was the last deck. That's my bad.
mill 4.
Yeah.
This is getting a little precarious. Exile 3, play Mox,
You haven't burned a mana yet, have you?
make a blue.
You just minus cards in graveyard to get
Yeah.
a 12 fresh mill or whatever, right?
Exile these 3, play Emery with the blue floating, mill 4. Play Mox. Exile those 3. Make blue. Exile those 3. Play Emery. Mill 4.
This deck's above my pay grade, man.
I might just hard do it. I hit the Oracle here.
You're just gonna cast Oracle from hand to kill or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah. No grinding station. No grinding station win has to be like an achievement, right?
Let's exile those 3 to play Mox again. Make blue. Exile these 3. I'm getting low. Play Emery. Mill 4.
Have you used any mana though? You just pay a mana at some point to play the Emery?
Yeah, I can do that once.
You have so few cards left. Like I feel like you just have to hit.
Let's play Emery.
Are there any grinding stations?
There it is.
Yeah.
I literally got to the point where I have 3. I actually got to the point where I can just play the fastest Oracle normally.
That's so fun.
I have 3 cards in my library right here, but
that's so cool.
And I have the extra blue devotion, so I could just play Mox into fastest Oracle here, assuming you have no interaction. So yeah, so I actually did win that game.
Nice, good job.
And that's how you loop Mox Ambers and Emerys.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know that like you basically just get to mill 12 to you like exile 6 cards to mill 12.
You mill 8 and cost yourself 4 of the initial cards.
Right. So if you have a big graveyard, like in
like
multiple Emerys, you just don't even it just doesn't even matter.
Exactly that
that's
kind
crazy.
of game.
Yeah. All right, so that's going to do it for the second round, but we do got one more of the Modern Gauntlet coming up. We're going to take like a 3-minute break, get some water, go to the bathroom. We're going to be playing 4-color Your Rhinos. This is Doomwake's list that we're playing today, and it's going to be pretty fun.